In the midst of the Second World War, amidst the thunderous roar of engines and the perilous dance of dogfights, a peculiar legend took flight. Pilots spoke in hushed tones of mischievous creatures, unseen saboteurs who lurked within their aircraft. They called them Gremlins. Could these tiny tricksters truly be behind the mysterious malfunctions and strange sightings reported by the brave men of the Royal Air Force? Or were they simply a wartime myth to mask the horrors of battle? Today, we uncover the truth behind World War II hidden menace, Gremlins in the Air Force. The Second World War was a time of unparalleled technological advancement and devastating conflict. Amid the tales of heroism and sacrifice, a lesser-known legend buzzed through the ranks of the Royal Air Force, RAF. The legend of the Gremlins. These mischievous creatures were believed to be the unseen culprits behind mechanical failures and inexplicable accidents that plague pilots and their aircraft. The term gremlin is thought to have originated in the 1920s among RAF pilots stationed in Malta, the Middle East, and India. However, it was during World War II that the myth truly took flight. Gremlins originate from modern folklore, particularly associated with British and American military culture during World War II. The mythology of gremlins developed primarily among RAF pilots who used the concept of these mischievous creatures to explain mechanical failures and other unexplained issues with their aircraft. Pilots began to report strange occurrences, mysterious malfunctions, equipment failures, and even bizarre sightings. These gremlins were described as small, impish creatures with a penchant for sabotage. Surprisingly, the gremlin phenomenon reached the highest echelons of power. Winston Churchill, in a speech, mentioned gremlins in a bid to boost morale, acknowledging the little men who seemed determined to hinder the RAF's efforts. This mention lent an air of legitimacy to the myth, embedding it deeper into wartime culture. Roald Dahl, the famed author, played a significant role in popularizing the Gremlins. Before becoming a celebrated children's writer, Dahl served as an RAF pilot. He penned a story titled The Gremlins, which was published in 1943. The story was written for Walt Disney Productions and depicted gremlins as malevolent yet whimsical creatures. Although the film adaptation never materialized, the book helped solidify the gremlin myth in popular culture. The belief in gremlins also had a psychological dimension. Pilots facing intense stress and fatigue often use the gremlin myth to externalize their fears and frustrations. By blaming accidents on gremlins, they could maintain their composure and camaraderie in the face of adversity. The gremlins' notoriety extended beyond the war. They appeared in various forms of media, from cartoons like Bugs Bunny's Falling Hair to later inspiring the 1984 movie Gremlins. These cultural references kept the legend alive long after the war had ended. Gremlins were notorious for their acts of sabotage. Pilots reported that these creatures would tinker with engines, cut wires, and cause instruments to malfunction. They were often blamed for any unexplained mechanical issues during flights. Descriptions of gremlins varied, but they were generally depicted as small, impish beings with a devilish appearance. Some accounts describe them as having large eyes, sharp teeth, and bat-like wings. The RAF unofficially embraced the gremlin myth, using it to foster a sense of unity among pilots. It became a part of their folklore, with gremlin sightings and stories being shared in mess halls and barracks. The idea was popularized by RAF pilots and later spread to other branches of the military. Over time, the myth of gremlins was adopted into popular culture, most notably with the 1984 film Gremlins, which reimagined these creatures in a more whimsical and fictional setting. 1940s cartoons. Warner Brothers and Disney featured gremlins in their wartime cartoons, such as the 1943 Warner Brothers cartoon Falling Hair, which starred Bugs Bunny dealing with a mischievous gremlin. 1984 film Gremlins. The most famous depiction of gremlins in popular culture comes from the 1984 horror comedy film Gremlins, directed by Joe Dante and produced by Steven Spielberg. In this movie, gremlins are depicted as small green creatures that multiply when exposed to water and turn dangerous when fed after midnight. The film was a huge success and spawned a sequel, Gremlins 2: The New Batch, in 1990. Today, the gremlin legend is seen as a fascinating blend of folklore, psychological coping mechanism, and wartime camaraderie. While modern technology has largely dispelled the myth, the spirit of the gremlin endures as a reminder of the human capacity to find humor and meaning even in the darkest times. As we look back on World War II and the brave pilots of the RAF, the tale of the gremlins adds a unique, whimsical layer to the history of the war. It's a testament to the enduring power of storytelling and the human need to explain the unexplainable. In the skies, over war-torn Europe, amidst the roar of engines and the chaos of battle, the gremlins of the RAF continue to captivate our imagination. The hidden menace of World War II. Thank you for joining us on this journey through one of World War II's most intriguing legends. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and to explore more captivating history and mythology stories with Salazar's Timeless Treasures, subscribe so you don't miss the next exploration every Wednesday. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe in the legend of the gremlins? Or do you think it was just a way for pilots to cope with the stress of war? Have you heard any other wartime myths or legends? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring the timeless treasures of history.